Well, good day everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino beer review. I'm just going to grab two empty crowlers that are down here from earlier this week. Just as stands for my beers so that you can see them on the camera. Anyway, we're going to drink a beer that just hit my LCBO. And it is a beer a lot of people have asked me to review and said that I really should review. So this is from Walkerville Brewery in Walkerville's Windsor? Sarnia? I think it's Windsor. Yeah, Windsor, Ontario. So this is 5.3% alcohol. This is a lager beer. Walkerville Brewery's Honest Lager. So, I've been told by a lot of people this is one of the best craft lagers out there. I had a whole bunch of people say they were going to send it to me. Crafted at Walkerville Brewery in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. It gives you the postal code, but not the address. That's awesome. Walkerville Brewery was established in 1890 with the intention of brewing the finest and purest lager ever made in Canada. The result was a first-rate lager. Over 120 years later, our lager is a celebration of those high standards for brewing pure, unpasteurized, honest beer. Now, I'm going to need somebody from Windsor to tell me, but didn't this Walkerville Brewery just open up in, I don't know, 6 years ago or so? So, I mean, you might be using the same name, but you're not the same brewery at all. It's a lot... If I'm correct, I always thought that they were fairly new in the craft beer world. I'm going to have to look it up. But, yeah, let's get into this. Because if not, then you're just basically doing the same thing the Brick did when they took the Waterloo name, which was just pretend as if the Waterloo Brewery has been there forever. And that's the type of stuff that does bother me a little bit. I mean, yeah, this brewery might be... The name might be 120 years old, but how long has it been between production time? Oh, wow. So I grabbed the Sam Adams glass, and I knew it. I'm like, you know what, the Sam Adams glass is going to be filled with watermarks and all that. And I rinsed it out. I figured if there was any dust or anything, I'd get it all out by rinsing it. And yeah, yeah. This is the problem, guys. Hard water and a beverage that does not like 1, dirt, 2, dust, 3, hard water. Because you can look at the glasses and there's no oil or any marks in them. Like, the glasses are clean, they have no fingerprints, they have nothing. But because I have hard water, it hardens in weird ways. Okay, so there we go. This one, the tab isn't going to go down properly. If I do that. There we go. Okay, so bright gold color. Very see-through. I see my hand perfectly. A little bit of bubbles moving up. Bright white head. Looks like a nice lager. I mean, it really does. It looks like a proper lager. Scent from the can. A little Pilsner-esque, to be honest with you. Honest lager, very Pilsner-esque. Little grassy notes, little bit of grassy notes, a little bit of like dirtiness, a little grassiness, a little straw. It smells quite like a Euro Pilsner. Out of the can. Out of the glass, what do we get? Okay, out of the glass, I basically get that little grassiness and a touch of just like malt sweetness. So, kind of like an adjunct lager out of the glass, basically a Pilsner out of the can. Let's try the beer. Cheers. Now remember, I don't drink my beer cold. This is basement floor temperature, so a little cooler than room temperature. Okay, so if this was cold, I would probably not pick up two flavors in there that I do not particularly like. That being said, it's light-bodied, it's wet, it's alcoholic, it's crisp, and it goes down pretty easily. So there is a mixture of European hops on here. I'm getting like a dirtiness and a Pilsner-esque grassiness. You get that little cut grass sensation, which then the cut grass goes into what a lot of Euro lagers go into, going from the cut grass into that slightly off sweet tinge that comes right after the cut grass in a lot of Euro lagers. And that's basically because of the temperature. If this was cold, I wouldn't pick that flavor up. It would just be cut grass going right into the dirty, earthy emanation on the finish. So that's not really the beer's fault as much as it's my fault for drinking beer the way I like to drink beer. And you're not wrong. I mean, yes, making it really cold does take away a lot of the flavor. But if that's the way you like to drink your beer that way. If you like to drink your beer scorching hot, it's fucking weird to me, but drink your beer that way. Whatever way you personally like to drink your beer, drink your beer. Like to drink it out of the can. It makes it more carbonated, and it takes away some of the scent, and it takes away some of the experience. But if that's the way you like to drink it that way. Do what you like, okay? Try it this way once or twice if that's what you want to do, but excuse me. Burp's nice. Okay, so there is a slight, almost sulfite-like rubber taste in there. I don't know what Walkerville's setup is like. It has to be fairly big since they're in the LCBO. It can't be something that's like a one-barrel system where they're using electric heaters to help get up to temperature like Brimstone was originally, because that taste reminds me of when Brimstone was using the electric liquid heaters to help heat up to the right temperature, and they dipped in a little too far, and a little bit of a rubbery taste came off of the heaters in one batch of beer that he ended up wasting. But that taste kind of reminds me of that. I don't know if something was in the batch or if whatever, but if this was cold, I wouldn't pick that up. And I pick up that slight off-sweet taste at the end. Excuse me, if this was cold, I wouldn't pick that up. Other than that, nice malt forefront, dirty finish. It leaves a little emanation of you just drank a nice beer. Crisp grassiness that reminds you that you just drank a nice beer. Light enough mouthfeel to be proper. Goes down really easily. Doesn't leave an offensive aftertaste. Doesn't leave an offensive corn taste. Doesn't leave any of that. It's a good lager. Out of 10, I'd give this lager probably a 7. I could actually buy this. And the can was under $3. I believe it was like $2.85. I'll have to re-look up the price. I don't think I have the. Yeah, no, I lost the receipt, so I'll have to look it up. But I think it was like somewhere in the $2.65 to $2.95 range. And for $4.73, that's not bad. I mean, macro beer is going to be like $1.85 to $2.05 for a $3.55. And then in the $2.15 to $2.45 for $4.73 or $500. So you're not paying all that much more for this stuff. And it tastes good. I mean, it doesn't leave any of the flavors that I don't like personally in my mouth. If you're a big Bud fan or a big Coors fan or something like that, you could try this if you want, but I would say more if you were like a Pilsner or Kel or a Bitburger or something like that, that this would be more up your alley, because those have a little bit more of a hop flavor, where Bud and all that don't really have it. I mean, this could be the beer that gets you moving, or if you really like Holsten or Tuborg or something like this would be a good intermediary back into the craft, like the Ontario craft world. But I can understand if you don't like that stuff. If you like Bud and all that, still give this a try. You might like it, you might not. I'm just saying that if you're a big fan of those, this is probably a little too hoppy for you to just jump right into and love. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Walkerville. Yeah. Bye. Bye.